And what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Raw is Warbucks. This Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the 2015 WWE TLC Tables, Ladders, and Chairs pay-per-view, which is usually one of the better ones of the year. So, with that being said, let's talk about all the matches, some of the rumors, and my predictions. Get on with the show. All right, before we get started, I should just let you know that I am filming this on Wednesday before SmackDown, so we might also get another match. Rumor could be the final match between Dolph Ziggler and Tyler Breeze. Hopefully that's a thing because both of these guys need to move on. We may end up seeing this match on the pay-per-view, maybe on the pre-show, maybe not at all. So let's quit wasting time. Let's move on to the real matches of the night. The first match I want to talk about includes the Dudley Boyz with Tommy Dreamer and Rhyno versus the entire Wyatt family in an elimination tables match. You're going to end up seeing 7 people go through a table unless it's going to be a draw, and then you're going to see all 8 go through a table. Once that happens, that person gets eliminated. I honestly think this might be one of the best matches of the night, and hopefully it goes on later in the show, because when you think about it, Rhyno, Tommy Dreamer, the Dudleys, they all came from ECW Extreme Championship Wrestling, so putting each other through a table is probably going to be nothing for them. Hopefully this match does not disappoint, and I see the Wyatts winning this because they've really just been getting stomped on Raw and SmackDown as of late. And then moving on from there, we are going to be having the Divas Championship match between Charlotte and Paige. My prediction is going to end up with being Paige losing, unfortunately. There's this side rumor that Nikki Bella could end up being back very soon, so maybe she could come back also and help Paige out after the match. Maybe it's just me, but I think this could have been some kind of TLC match because I can totally see Paige smashing Charlotte with like a chair, a ladder, putting her through a table. I could see it. I'd be all in on that. I would probably mark out like crazy. And then next up in a match that we all know Alberto Del Rio is so happy he came back to the WWE for. It's him versus Jack Swagger in a chairs match for the U.S. Championship. Now this past week on Raw, we saw Alberto Del Rio get all up in Zeb's face and basically break up the whole Mex America thing, which was basically a terrible storyline to begin with. And then we also saw Jack Swagger saying to Zeb, "Hey, what's the matter with you? Come back. You know, we the people, blah, 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 blah." But after the backstage interaction with Zeb and ADR, I kind of think that Zeb might come down and maybe be in Jack Swagger's corner, but unfortunately, I don't see Jack Swagger winning. I think Alberto's going to be holding on for the title for a little bit, probably until Cena comes back. And then next up for the Tag Team Championships, we are going to be having the Lucha Dragons versus the Usos versus the New Day in a triple threat ladder match. I read today that the New Day is going to be getting a severe push because their merchandise is just flying off the shelves. But for some reason, I don't see them keeping the tag team titles. I see them going over to the Lucha Dragons. If this push is true, expect the New Day to have other titles. U.S. title, Intercontinental Championship. Maybe I could see Big E going for the WWE Championship. And then in probably the most disappointing match of the night, it's going to be Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose in no TLC-ish kind of match. Why not? As of filming this, there is no stipulation. It's just going to be Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose. That's it. I'm kind of mad about this because that could have been some kind of epic match between the two of them. Imagine Dean Ambrose standing on top of a ladder and just coming down on Kevin Owens laying on a table. Or imagine Kevin Owens doing a pop-up power bomb to Dean Ambrose right onto a table stacked full of chairs. Like, why isn't this a thing? This should be a thing. I do see Kevin Owens winning this because I also see Dean Ambrose maybe winning the Royal Rumble and getting a WWE Championship match. And I know some of you were just like, no, why would you even say that? Because it's my predictions. That's why. And then finally for the night, we have Sheamus versus Roman Reigns in a TLC WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Anything goes during this match. Tables, ladders, and chairs. We kind of got a little bit of a snippet what this match is going to look like at the very end of Raw this past Monday. If you're expecting Roman Reigns to win the championship, I don't really see that happening. I think something's going to happen next month where he'll be involved in the Royal Rumble in a championship match. Maybe win it then. Obviously, the League of Nations or the Authority is going to get involved to help Sheamus retain the title. But other than the Authority getting involved, I kind of feel like there might be a bigger ending. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. Alright guys, that's going to be today's show. Don't forget to leave a comment on the question of the day, which is, which match are you most excited for? let me know. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more awesome stuff that we talk about. And you guys have a great day. Stay awesome. Thank you for watching.